the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Yep. Yeah, I feel most of all it's a good excuse to get him back in. A good quality of life.
And now it's 5ManMidas who are holding the high ground. Sunlight makes the jump in. Bolo's going to be burning to death, so they need to pull him into the disruption, where Annihilate's going to eat a stun here, courtesy of... oh, it's Arduous. And now Sunlight's being body blocked here by the Bane. Unfortunately, will drop for first blood. Even goes to RRL. So an ideal adds another deny to his tally. Top lane, I want to talk about the support matchup. The Bane into the Clockwork. Bolo starting off with boots here, as Bane barely getting caught. Once again, an early point. I'm not sure if it was level 1 or not, but an earlier point in the Unstable Concoction is going to throw Bolo off guard. But with another Brain Sap, Bane easily able to live. As that is the Underlord look expect anyway for level 1 Battery Assault.
Level 1 Battery Assault is ass for damage.
Not good. Clockwork very much one of those off-lane, heroes or heroes that show up in the off-lane where you want to wait for your level 3. There's a kill bottom onto Arduous, but we'll stick around top, Kips. Or there's another kill. This time, Bots 1 is expected of the mid-coddle. So maybe like 7.5 minutes, such as the rate of farm. But RRL is doing very well to meet that mark. That's top. Yep, they're fighting. As a kill onto the Underlord. Realm thought about going for more, but with Bolo now harassing the Cabane, yep, and there's RRL. No bots, but he'll still rotate on over. Gets the kill, but it's bottom where there's
stuns to keep him down, really, so his survivability is pretty much covered by his ult.
Bolo in some trouble top lane. He's got the brown boots, but trapped inside the cogs now. He is going to tick down RL, though, now with the primal split. Being a bit surprised. He heals himself off the Illuminate, but will be finished off here by the damage of Realm. As 5ManMidas in the trees here behind the tier 1 tower in a bit of an awkward spot. They catch the Warden, but now Sunlight's Brewlings are here to save the day. A second lift there is going to take Clockwork out of the fight for a while, allows him to focus fire now onto the Underlord. Bolo can do nothing as he was lifted for the majority of that scrap. So he now shows underneath the tier 1 tower. The Warden will give some chase. Bolo does not have TP here for 16 seconds, lacks the mana. But is a tanky lad. Tanky enough to get through a Bane as well as a Skywrath, not quite. So it's a costly endeavor there for 5. All right, good smoke gank here. Oh, Realm, he's going to turn himself around. Does get off the Dispel, but you cannot Dispel Demonic Purge. Slowed to a crawl. All the magic damage for him and not healing because of the Vessel. He will fall. RL, though, does tank this counter gank, so he will drop X-Mark as well as Torrent, and the whole combo here is going to be ready for Bolo. He is swept up, and it's a 2-for-1 trade. 5ManMidas might be the additional percentage damage on Soul Catcher or removal, whatever. Okay, hold on mid lane. Underlord in trouble, but the Warden ends up dying here first. Right clicks of Coddle will do the trick. Not like there was not nearly enough magic damage. Good control here onto Iron Island, but he pops the BKB as soon as the Demonic Courage ends. Now it's Bolo, the one trapped inside his own cogs. Good blinding light, pushes out Sunlight, but he's still going to go to the damage of Annihilate. As now RRL caught in a bit of an awkward spot with Realm running him down. There's a stun now onto the Bane. Does not have the grip here, likely to just die as in comes the boat, finds Arduous, who still has a second life, as well as the armlets to continue fighting. Sunlight is going to come to Sunlight, who's got his ulti in 5 more seconds, but Realm is dying here and will be picked off with that last Illuminate. Annihilate from the side, second BKB charge of the game as Bolo in trouble. Pigpole is not likely to save him here as the Bane will pick him off with the Brain Sap. Underlord goes as well, and there's a lift onto the Shadow Demon. RL sticking around towards the outskirts of this fight, doing what he can, but does need to get out of dodge because the Warden and Sunlight are chasing, unable to find anyone there. Fog of War not helping him out. Finds the Warden now, who does not have Force Staff. Bolo even committing hookshot for this in order to get the kill, and they'll get him, by God. Mystic Flare, though, is going to be good damage onto Bolo. Pig channeled up. They will find RL with it. Did not activate his BKB. Realm as well, holding on to the Chemical Rage. There's also a full Bloodthorn at the ready for Realm, but the fight's on the backlines here. They've kited out Realm. However, Arduous trying to fight against the Primal Split. Not doing too hot right now on his first life. Has, of course, the Reincarnation to play with now. RL as well has not been forced to BKB yet, as Realm will now pop his. RL still holding on to his, will now use it on the high ground to avoid the stun. Sunlight has another split, is going to go for it now. His feeling is going to be chopped apart by Realm. Battle being chased down, his BKB duration wears off, and that'll be the immediate lift. They dispel him, in comes Realm with the Bloodthorn, no way to dispel it this time. That's an easy kill for him. In comes Arquist, does not have BKB though, so is not confident jumping into this. Now Underlord gonna go for the TP out, way to interrupt that one. So that'll be that. They just alone. So that's problematic, especially as he hits your buildings. And if he kills your mid, that's a really big problem. But Realm finds himself a bit trapped here on the wrong side of the tier 3 tower. BKB activated, the Bolo's there. Arquist as well, being controlled though now on his first life with the BKB active. He will go down, Kips, has a Blink Dagger. Can he make it out in time? No, Torrent perfectly calculated, and he will be keel hauled there by the Admiral ship himself. Has a buyback, but no BKB for his second life. Underlord brought back in. There's a kill now onto Feeling. RL as well ends up dropping, and that'll be GG called. The constant Brawlin, 66 kills in 31 minutes. My goodness, Kips.
As one does in NA.
Just throwing haymakers left, right, and center. It felt like it never stopped, the team fights.
Yeah, and
move speed, or sorry, 360 health. There's going to be the rebound early.
Boom.
DK stun. They need the right clicks. They need them now. He was healing up a little bit. Now morphing into the strength at a not that rapid of a pace. He will be taken down first for a much more normal Orchid. Maelstrom, I believe it was for Dahak. So we'll see what he decides to go and build into. I could definitely see a reason for Maelstrom this game as they make a play now onto the Bane, but he's going to be a bit too tanky. Holds on to the Brain Sap, and in fact, Arquist is going to look to turn onto MMR Tours as the Warden blasts Feeling back to the fountain. Been a little bit too cocky there to do in this mid lane, except try and soak experience, max assimilate, and stack some jungle camps.
yeah, exactly. Like this is a tragedy for him. There have been so many kills on these side lanes.
Yeah, I did catch the one down bottom where they ended up running down the Marcy over the one top lane, and then they just ignore us the entire time.
Yeah.
Bolo. Thinking about stealing a little bit of gold. He's going to cancel the TP. The Warden, though, is going to be here to punish him because they have dust and he's going to be blasted into the past. And Realm will not be interrupted on his TP. In fact, they're still going to make the play onto Arquist. In he comes. He's going to start strength shifting, though, which means this incoming Wrath of Nature is not going to do that much damage. But they have so much damage. He's full strength here, has no armor. Here's Iron Islet with the haste from. Good luck running from this as he spits on him. And the rebound is... Bolo going to be applying some tracks here. Sunlight literally does not care. He's a DK with 2 points. Only 2 points in Dragon's Well. That's how confident he is. He's max breathe fire. Yeah. He's feeling pretty good about this game. There is, however...
So look at that bounty.
Oh, yeah, he's going to end up dying here. Kisses even is going to pick up the kill onto the Sand King. Gets off the Burrow Strike, though. That might be at least a kill into the Marcy. As Bolo is even going to steal it. That'll be bonus track gold. Annihilate and Sunlight as well, both tracked up. Sunlight, by the way, with the money here for Blink Dagger, as that's going to be a maxed scatter shot for the kill.
Oh, no.
That was Grip immediately canceled there onto the Bane. Tower to fall.
If you wear your Ray-Bans with enough confidence.
Sunlight. Oh, speaking of confidence, they waited for the Wrath of Nature. Have they timed it perfectly? No. Arquist avoids the scatter blast, but in comes Marcy with the dispose. Not nearly enough, and now Bolo's going to get some serious track bonus gold. Down goes the Marcy. The Warden also likely to fall as they chase away Sunlight. Realm also is going to find himself in pretty deep here. Does not have a TP out if he wants to go for it. Down goes the bounty, but in exchange for not only... Oh no, he was ticks down. He ticked down. That was all the strength he had. Doesn't matter much because the track gold's still going to end up favoring 5ManMidas pretty heavily here. Well, the track actually expires there onto the
RL?
RL is a bit deep. Oh, and Eyelight's going to spit on him. And he's dead. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
That was a bit much. Yeah. I mean, it's such a good item.
Get your farm item and then you go.
He's been scouted. Oh, nice. They actually threw him underneath the outpost, which is going to give him true sight. They threw him just out of range of the sentry.
Neat.
Good positioning there. Oh, and Realm's in. He's got a VKB. He's going to ignore the stun there by RRL. As Adhuis does not have a waveform here. And that was a gobble up onto RRL, but he makes it out. And he's going to find himself on the opposite side of the Ancient Camp. Adhuis was ignored. Does not have BKB. Gets a second waveform off, but MMR, Tourist, Sunlight, not going to scout him. Good positioning there in the trees. He will make it out. That's a single BKB reveal for Morphling. That is going to be a pretty important tool. Oh man, this Morph is poor.
That's a blink stun.
Oh, this Morph is so poor, and RRL is going to be picked off as well. There's going to be Epicenter, but it's just a kill onto the Marcy, who was at least tracked. Sand King now is going to end up falling. Warden's quite low, but the fight's going real bad in 5Midas. They've lost 4 already. Adhuis, he has been unable to farm all game keeps. He just has treads and Lincoln's, which was on cooldown there. Didn't block the stun. He's going to live for now. As Realm is going to break Lincoln's with Sprout. So he's not going to be able to trap the Morph. He'll make it out this time, but he is. Oof. This.
Don't even dare go up to this mid tower. Like, his mid tier 1 is not just still up, but also still pretty healthy. The entirety of 5Midas was just there, and they're like, nah, we can't.
Oh, and they found RL. Yep, and that Sunlight popping the BKB. Oh, wow, the follow-up damage killed Bane. They didn't even know he was there. The Nightmare at least is going to put Marcy in a very bad spot. Adhuis with the right-click damage, trying to get through him. There's Max Style coming in clutch, as BKBs are forced out here by the Sand King ultimate, but he is trapped inside the Sprout and will be killed off. He's got buyback. Bane's going to buy back as well. They need to get something out from this, but Realm after another all game. And now in some trouble here, Leashed Up is going to be feeling. He's going to try and channel Fiend's Grip. Didn't have buyback anyhow. Knew he was dead. Sand King was going to follow him into the grave. They just reclaimed here. Adhuis is showing up to fights, but doesn't really have much to offer here as the barracks are being unleashed on by Marcy and company. Oh, their Kips.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 damage right there. But they aren't in the game. So. Oh, and the Wardens had enough of this. There's going to be the buyback committed. Down goes the Warden. Kill number 1 that they needed. Annihilate is going mano on mano here versus Adhuis, and Adhuis is very much on the losing end of the Kips. He's going to tick down, I think, just to the magic damage. No, barely able to stay alive as Sunlight's going to BKB up and try and TP out. Realm, in the meantime, has TP, but no BKB to speak of, so he is taken down, and that makes it 3 dead KBU. RL, who is trying his best to escape. The root doesn't last nearly long enough, but he is leashed here inside of this Sprout. Kiss is raining down. Elder Dragon on top. He will drop. Does not have buyback still. And there's going to be the Dispose. They've caught the Sand King, and he just bumped back in that last fight. There's going to be now Bolo in trouble. He might have buyback, but it doesn't matter because the RRL does not, Sand King does not, and that is the game. It's going to be KBU taking the series 2-0.
Yeah, not without the little hiccups here and there. I expected a bigger disaster.
Right.